He doesn't know that you know that he knows that you know you know. You still owe me 5 sovereigns, Elf.
I'm good for it.
Meaning that you'll borrow it from Hawk, probably. Coming to the Hanged Man for Wicked Grace later?
Never miss it.
The sooner you all leave this place...
Dalish crafting is second to none, I assure you.
Another one. Too many of you shambling around lately.
I've heard the Dalish are hiding an assassin in their camp. Do you know anything about this?
It's been a long time since I've seen you Elvan faces around here. Maybe talk to Variel. She would know.
Greetings, champion. That is what they call you in your city, isn't it? Did you need something? I hear there is a criminal hiding among the Dalish. He is not among us. This criminal of yours is set up in a cave away from our camp. He said there would be people looking for him, and to tell anyone who asked where he was. I thought the point of hiding was not to be found. He said he didn't want to endanger our people by asking us to lie for him. Not something you'd expect from a cruel and evil murderer, is it? He'll be waiting for you at the cave. Good luck trying to reach him, however.
Strange. Why would the assassin want the Dalish to give away his location?
My poor clan. The sooner they move away from here, the better.
Strange. Why would the assassin want the Dalish to give away his location?
with this!
Bianca, you think that was beautiful!
I hope there aren't a lot more of these traps left.
Where you step?
As long as there's something to guard, it needs to be full.
Now you, I wasn't expecting. How do you do? My name is Zevran Aranai, adventurer and occasional assassin. I must admit, I was waiting for an assault by the Crows, not the mighty champion of Kirkwall.
How do you know I'm the champion?
Slayer of Canary, Deep Roads explorer, and a beauty to make the gods jealous. You underestimate your fame.
I'll assume you're not talking about birds.
Oh, please do not tell me you know nothing of the Antivan Crows. We are the finest guild of assassins, an object of fear throughout the lands for any man with wealthy enemies. Or I should say they are. I am no longer a crow, a fact they find unacceptable.
There must be more to it than you leaving the guild.
That is offense enough to the Crows, believe me. I may have also killed the last 4 assassins they sent after me, and older men. Oh, and the guildmaster. In fact, if you were a crow, you might make a fortune bringing me in. You should consider a career change. No, really.
I thought you'd be taller.
Ah, let me guess. A man named Nuncio has asked you to capture a dangerous killer, yes? What did he say this time? That I killed his wife? Butchered his parents? Sold his children into slavery? Or did he tell you he was a lawman from Antiva, charged with apprehending a ridiculously handsome fugitive?
He also said you were a wanted murderer.
Oh, indeed I am. But technically I imagine everyone here can rightfully claim that title. Bring me to Nuncio if you wish, but I warn you, he surely intends to kill you. The Crows do not like loose ends, unlike myself. But you are a woman who can clearly handle herself, yes? Why worry? So, you can either tie me up, gag me, and then manhandle me. Or you can take me to Nuncio. Which will it be, I wonder?
You're very compliant for a fugitive.
Compliant, yes, and very bendy. But truthfully, I know when I am outmatched. I would rather take my chances against the Crows.
I'm not going to hand you over to someone who lied to me.
As a suggestion, you might wish to deal with Nuncio. If you don't, he will only come after you. It's been more than a pleasure, my dear champion. Fare you well.
I let your assassin go. Was I not supposed to do that?
You had him? And you let him go? I am thoroughly disappointed. No one fails the crows and lives.
Ah, poor stupid Nuncio. The crows do like that saying, but I am living proof it's a lie. Why they insist on thinking they can kill people like you and the Warden, I will never guess.
Let me tell you, it's a burden I bear on a daily basis.
You are nothing but a traitor and a coward, Zevran. You'll die here.
Yes, well, let's see how that works out for you. I'm sure you wish to loot the camp, yes? Tell me when you're done. Excellent. Killing my former brothers in arms is oddly satisfying. I've little reward to offer you, champion, but perhaps this will serve as a token of my thanks. It is time to move on, as they say. I have a little war to wage back home, and so little time. Perhaps we'll meet again, champion.
Your master must have been a terrible man to make you hate mages so.
He is a terrible man. He's not dead.
We're not all like him.
What would you say to an exciting trip to Orlais? I hear the Grand Cathedral's lovely this time of year.
What?
You were right. The Divine will be taking action against Kirkwall, though the sister didn't say what. You must take the holy relics from the Chantry and leave for safety.
Sebastian, I'm surprised at you. Andraste would not thank me for saving a few dusty finger bones and my own skin at the cost of people's lives.
You keep dead people here.
The Kirkwall Chantry has guarded the remains of the martyr Devrina for 800 years. They must be protected.
When I became Grand Cleric, I took a vow to the people of Kirkwall and the Free Marches. I will not leave my flock.
Would you let yourself die?
There is no greater devotion than to lay one's life at the Maker's feet. There is no better death than to take the blow for another.
You don't hear that one quoted often, do you?
Please, Your Grace. Sister Nightingale thinks there will be war.
Then, I must make peace. Settle yourself, Sebastian. I'm in no personal danger. I am Grand Cleric. Who would dare attack me?
If you will not shield yourself, then I will be your shield. You will come through this safely by the Maker's name. I swear it. If Althena won't leave Kirkwall, neither will I. I can't abandon her when the Divine's own agent warned her away.
How much damage could a few dozen angry mages do anyway?
That's the problem, isn't it? Far more than I ever could. But if these Maleficarum rebel against the Knight Commander, Althena will put herself between them and be torn apart. I must try to make her see reason. This cannot end well. I'm giving it all up. I made a vow to the Chantry, and it was wrong to turn my back.
Sebastian, listen to yourself. You're as impulsive now as the day you turned away from us. Do you think the Maker wants another rashly spoken vow that you'll abandon when the next passion takes you?
I will not...
This is your life, child. Don't spend it being blown about like a weather vane. But here's Hawke. Maybe you can talk some sense into him.
I don't think sense is really my strong suit.
How long has she spent telling me to return to the Chantry, and now that I want to, she won't take me? It was wrong for me to break my oath to the Chantry. I've turned against the Maker. And for what? Why would I want to rule Starkhaven and deal with jackals like Lady Harriman for the rest of my life?
Do you see yourself as a prince? Or a priest?
That's exactly the question I've been praying for guidance about. When I think of going to Starkhaven, calling on allies like Flora Harriman and all the corrupt, scheming nobles, my throat swells shut in horror. When I think about staying, I'm at peace.
If you give it up, what then?
I suppose I must convince Elthina my commitment is sincere. Then I will remain here, to represent the Maker's interests as she thinks best.
When you're a prince, those same jackals will kneel at your feet and pay you taxes.
I do not have hubris enough to imagine it matters to the common people who rules them. Kirkwall does well enough with no one in the Viscount's seat. Someone will take the reins. The fields will be planted, the crops gathered. No one will notice that a Vale lives and isn't there, and I can devote my life to the Maker's will on Thedas.
You're wise to stay here. No one trusts a man who breaks his oath.
I cannot return to Starkhaven and subject my people to war without a clear sign that it's the Maker's will. Elthina still won't listen. She's determined to ride this wave until it crashes on the rocks.
You've done a great service to the city by defeating the Canary.
I notice you hardly ever comment on mages and Templars and such.
It's a lot of humans in skirts. I get them mixed up.
I highly doubt that. The subject comes up all the time.
Tell me about it.
And no opinion, one way or the other.
Opinions are like testicles. You kick...
I'm led to believe that both Huon and Evelina are dead. Unfortunate, but necessary. Emile de Lancey, however, turned himself in. Rather happily, I might add. I would have had him executed immediately. But the boy's father made an impassioned appeal on his behalf. What say you, champion? Do you believe Emile to be dangerous?
Stupidity can be dangerous. And he has that in spades.
His father implied as much. Very well. Emile will keep his life, though I will watch him closely.
At least this is over.
I bid you good day, champion.
Is there a story behind Bianca?
There's a story behind everything, Daisy.
So tell me,
I can't.
why not?
There was...
I heard about the business in the square, monsieur. I hope there's no trouble from him. Now that you're the champion of Kirkwall...
Here, boy. I've something to whet your teeth on. Freshly confiscated mutton just for you. Have at it. Just checking on my best guardsman. He's helping the men to learn healthy respect and how to run.
would have been very proud.
Let me guess. That's your final answer?
3 mages have fled to Ferelden, and you have intervened to protect them, as if it is your right to do so. What other answer did you expect, your majesty?
A maybe might have been nice.
I do not deal in maybes. I deal in cold, hard facts. As should you. Perhaps when Ferelden next chooses a king, it will be one that takes his duty to the Maker seriously.
Well, that was awkward.
That's just Meredith's idea of Kirkwall hospitality.
Really? Kirkwall brutality must rip the skin off your face, then.
This is the champion of Kirkwall.
Right, I'm Alistair. King of Ferelden. And this is Tegan, my uncle. Sort of.
I'm actually Tegan. I'm only sort of his uncle.
Your Majesty, may I say what an honor it is to meet you.
Well, you could, but you'd be the first today.
I fought at Ostagar. What happened there was a great tragedy.
Ah, yes. Yes, it was. Thankfully, the man responsible has paid for that.
Say, weren't you a Grey Warden once?
That's the rumor. Wait. Weren't you?
That's the rumor.
Huh. I guess we get around. I was hoping we could talk. Would have been better timing before being emasculated by Meredith, but I'm not picky.
Things are looking up. It's not often I get called on to meet with foreign leaders.
I know you came here from Lothering, a Ferelden refugee that did well for herself, against all odds. I have to admit, I was hoping your influence in Kirkwall might be of use. Things haven't been going well with Orlais. Without a Viscount here, however, there's only the Knight Commander to deal with.
You were having an argument about mages.
Yes, well, apparently I don't feel the same way about mages as the Chantry does. So, we're in disagreement. That means they get nasty. They're like that.
Sounds like the Circle is better off in Ferelden.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Sadly, I don't control the Circle. I can only deal with mages outside the Circle, of which there aren't many.
Aren't they in your kingdom? Why not just kick the Templars out?
Ha! Easier said than done.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't try.
We'll see what comes of it. Ferelden had a blight to contend with, remember? We're not exactly at our strongest.
A lot of your people fled to Kirkwall, you know.
I know. I wish I could have helped them. Their blight devastated the kingdom, and afterwards, well, it hasn't exactly been peaceful. They're welcome back, of course, as are you. But after so many years away, would you still consider it home?
Kirkwall is my home now.
I understand. Ferelden's loss.
Is there to be a war, then?
I hope not.
You're more optimistic than I am.
Empress Celine is doing her best. Orlais isn't the most stable place right now.
What's happening in Orlais?
Oh, the usual. Attempted assassinations, uprising, fancy parties with stinky cheeses. Apparently, some Orlesians think it would be grand to get their lost province back.
Well, we won't let them swoop down on us, will we?
That's right. Swooping is bad.
What do you need me to do?
Sadly, it may be too late. Meredith got wind of my arrival sooner than I'd hoped. What you can do is protect Kirkwall. It will take someone like you to keep it from falling apart.
Just me standing between the city and disaster, huh?
I've been there. Trust me, it isn't pretty. Well, I suppose I should get back to the old ball and chain.
You know the Queen hates it when you call her that.
No, she doesn't. Just because she killed an archdemon, she doesn't scare me.
You keep telling yourself that, Your Majesty.
Oh, cheer up, Blondie. You're making me cry just looking at you.
Don't.
You made a mistake. It happens.
I almost killed a girl.
Thank you for coming, champion. Few will associate with me now that I am the focus of Meredith's ire, which leaves me in a difficult position. She is not entirely wrong.
Inform the criers. A miracle has occurred.
I know some of my people are using dangerous means to oppose her, but I cannot seek the Templars' aid without making every mage a target.
What are they doing?
All I know is numerous mages have left the Circle at night, sometimes for days at a time. I'd rather not follow our Knight Commander by leaping to the worst possible conclusion. But the idea of blood magic has crossed my mind.
She does like to add 1 and 1 and get 11, doesn't she?
Sometimes 111. I've heard rumors, whispers of a meeting tonight in Hightown. I would go myself, but should I leave the tower without permission, Meredith would call it proof of my involvement.
So I shouldn't slit my wrists and dance naked under the moonlight just to fit in?
I would pay to see that.
Just learn the nature of this meeting. You needn't interrupt unless you find proof of something sinister. I pray not, or Meredith will have what she needs to justify the rite of annulment.
I suppose you're just thrilled how the Knight Commander's basically stepped into the Viscount's seat.
She can't stall the process forever. It's not her place. Leaving the Viscount's seat empty will just tempt people to fight for it. It will cause more trouble than it prevents.
Well, you've got a brain in there after all. I was convinced that headband was to keep it from...
Someone's coming! The champion!
We know you're spying for Orsino!
Run! We'll handle this!
Let's finish this!
How many of you got, Hawk?
We should search them. See if there's any further evidence of their plans.
Another secret society meeting in a warehouse. Do you think the owners charge them rent?
I told you she was hunting us!
No, not her. I can't do this.
To arms!
Everyone stay still and try not...
I told them not to do it, I swear. If I knew you were the one they were talking about, I'd have warned you. I don't hold with kidnapping. Not after what I went through.
Didn't I save your life?
You did. Believe me. I still dream about those blood mages. I don't know where I'd be without you. I'd never have let them kidnap anyone I knew was one of yours.
I don't like where this is heading.
They said someone was spying. We needed leverage. Someone they cared about. As a hostage. We just got word they took some lad from the Grey Wardens.
Your friends don't know much about my relationship with my brother, do they?
They should have just talked to you. I know you're a reasonable person. You have to see how dangerous Meredith is. Thrask says Meredith will cause open war with the mages if she stays in charge. We have to take her down.
Do you mean the Templar, Thrask?
You've worked with him. He's a good man. You should help us, not fight us. All we want is someone sane in Meredith's place. What are you going to do to Thrask? To me?
This isn't going to end well. If I were you, I'd stay out of range.
Thank you. I'm really sorry you were the one. Your friends should be fine. They were going to our base on the Wounded Coast. The ruins there. I'll go to Marsha. Try to wait this out. I don't think I can serve the Templars while Meredith is still in charge.
So, we won.
I love doing that.
We're good to go.
Your husband agrees with me.
About what?
He thinks the Knight Commander's mad. He told me she's gone behind your back to investigate guardsmen she suspects as secret mages.
Even if that were true, he wouldn't tell you. I don't know if you're lying or crazy.
You off soon? Who knows? Drinks of the Hanged Man when you're done? Absolutely.
Catastrophe has struck, partner. We are ruined. Ruined!
It's always something with this mine.
A cart came back from the bone pit, half-wrecked, with a dozen mangled bodies. The horse pulling the cart was the only survivor, and it does not speak. Town full of rotten mages, and not one can get answers from a horse.
I'll check it out. You keep interrogating that horse.
I knew I could depend on you. Just like old times, partner.
How are you at finales, Varric?
I'm expecting some practical experience fairly soon.
Make it a good one, will you?
For you, madam, endless sunsets and roses.
Varric.
And the swift hand of the law sweeping all aside. I thought it went unsaid.
Well, here you are. You've been sticking your nose in every problem in Kirkwall since you stumbled off the boat.
Are the mages here using blood magic?
It always comes down to that, don't it? They claim innocence, demand equality, but back them into a corner, and they got options we don't. Haven't found a mage yet who won't take it.
Who are you again?
Samson. I'm the one who fouled up your lad Fainriel's escape some years ago. Further back, I was a Templar, but that was before your time.
You were the upstanding citizen begging coins to get your next flask of lyrium.
It's a long time since anyone could get under my skin with that. I know what I am. So it shouldn't surprise you to see me here, right? One more blockhead move that's gonna keep me in the gutter. I just wanted to see Meredith out in her ass, like she did to me.
Meredith does seem to have a serious case of the crazies, yes.
But is she wrong? I'd hoped with Meredith gone I could take up the shield again. But maybe she was right. Give them a hint of freedom, mages go bad.
Your friends are right. Without Meredith, Kirkwall can be at peace again.
Mages and Templars. Working together. I must be dreaming.
Is it that simple?
I'd cheer to see her shipped to Val Royeaux. But I don't have the stomach to turn against all that's right and natural to do it.
I suppose it was too much to hope that you wouldn't have come here. Though I can't understand why you side with Meredith now. You showed me we can stand up to her. When I realized you had risked your life lying to protect those mages. Please, champion. I have nothing but respect for you. It's Meredith we must see gone.
Your cause is just, but I take issue with your methods.
I should have known you recognized the threat Meredith poses. I am sorry for any distress we caused you or your friends. Let the hostage go.
No. The boy dies. Then the champion.
Stand down, Grace.
Grace, we saved you. What are you doing?
We will not kill an innocent to achieve our ends. It gains us nothing to become Meredith.
Meredith. What do I care for Meredith? I'm here for the champion.
I've been wondering when you'd come back to bite me in the ass.
Decimus was right. There is no way for a mage to live by the Chantry's laws. You killed the best man I ever met, but I learned all he had to teach. Elaine, kill the hostage!
I don't know, Grace.
Try to do a blood mage a favor.
This isn't right, Grace. The champion tried to help us.
Don't define me, boy. Without me, you'd be nothing. If you're too squeamish, I'll do it myself.
No. No one has to die here.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong.
Restrain yourself.
Forget the hostage. Kill the champion!
I knew she was still alive, but I didn't know Thrask was working with her. When I saw her today, it brought everything back. Everything I saw Decimus do. I'm sorry. Grace used blood magic to hold him. There's no other way to wake him up.
Get out of my... What? Where am I?
I thought you were better than this. A couple of lousy Templars and you're down.
I had no reason to think they'd turn on me. Thank you, sister. It seems I am again in your debt. And Shadow.
They're meeting in here, Sir Callan. Oh, I guess you didn't get on so well with these mages as you thought.
Champion, Samson never said you were involved in this. I trust you were here to stop these traitors, not join them.
The champion's a fine lady, sir. She wanted to solve this peacefully.
Yeah. Put the mage to questioning.
The boy stood up to his elders when they would have killed an innocent hostage.
You mean he was one of them, save for a convenient last-minute change of heart? I'll encourage Meredith to take it easy on him.
Thank you, champion.
Everyone else here is under arrest. Take them to the gallows. Is there any recommendation you would have me bring to Meredith, champion?
If you killed every man who doubted Meredith's fitness, Kirkwall would be a ghost town.
You think that reason enough to spare blood mages and their willing dupes? Perhaps some of them might still be saved.
Love doing that.
Find my spleen anywhere? Let me know.
So, 3 Templars walk...
A dragon attacked your mine. Everyone is dead.
Dear Maker, what of my equipment? Did it seem salvageable?
No. And neither did the workers who died trying to save it.
Oh, my heart. So many years of investment. I am ruined. Ruined! I'm sorry, champion. I appreciate your help, but I sank all my coin into that rotten mine. I have nothing left to pay you.
Give me the bone pit. Perhaps in a few years I can get it back in order.
What? Ha! Fine, take it. I wash my hands of this cursed venture.